Now, let us have here, or let us talk about the so-called lock picking. So, nasabi po dyan, it is the art. It is considered to be as an art of unlocking. Bakit kaya nasabi yan na an art? So, it's because in unlocking or lock picking, you are going to analyze and manipulate the components of the lock. So, yun, you are going to determine paano ba nagfa-function yung padlock na yun. So, paano ba nagfa-function ang warded locks? Paano ba nagfa-function ang pin tumbler lock? So, ano ba yung meron doon sa loob? Anong nangyayari doon sa loob? Bakit kaya ganun nagkakaroon or naglalak yung padlocks natin, warded locks natin? So, that is one instance kung bakit natin nasabi na yan is an art. So, yun, pag natapos mong na-determine, na-analyze kung paano mag-function yung mga yun, then you can now determine kung paano yun i-defeat or paano yun i-pick. Okay? So, yan po yung tinatawag natin na lock picking. So, it is actually associated with those robbers, akyat bahay gang, and other criminals or organized criminals, or hindi man mga ordinary criminals. And actually it is considered also as a talent, as a skill. Okay, kasi ilan lamang yung mga taong nagkakaroon ng mga ganyang skill na kaya nilang buksan without the original key, kaya nilang buksan yung mga different kinds of locks na meron tayo. And then it is also considered as a skill na meron yung mga locksmith natin. So dito sa lock picking din, meron tayong meron ding mga advantages ito, or merong mga legal purpose or mga masasabi natin na practical or realistic application or purposes ang lock picking. So as I've mentioned a while ago, sa mga firefighters, mga rescuers, rescuers wherein they can use it, or they can have this, if they have this kind of skill, then they can use it in helping other people. So yun, pag nag-rescue sila, pwede nilang gamitin yung skill na to para mabuksan yung mga doors kapag may mga na-trap sa loob ng building. So isa lamang yun na realistic or practical application of it, or advantage, or pwede nating magamit ang skill na lock picking. So dito, simply lock picking is an art of unlocking the keys, unlocking the locks without damaging the parts of it. Okay, so yan po yung tinatawag natin na lock picking. Kapag na-damage mo, then hindi na po yan lock picking. Paninira na yan ng padlock or paninira na yan ng lock. Okay, so yun yung ginagawa ninyo. And then meron din sa inyo siguro yung magaling sa paggamit ng hairpin. Okay, so meron sa inyo gumagamit nun in order to pick yung mga locks natin. So especially yung mga pin tumbler locks and other types of locks na pwedeng magamit or kayang-kayang i-pick ng isang hairpin natin. Okay, so in order for us to avoid itong lock picking na ito, or para maiwasan natin yung unauthorized entry or unauthorized access to the use or through this art of unlocking or the so-called lock picking na ito in our vaults, kailangan mas maganda gamitin natin sa mga vaults, mga safes natin, kung saan man natin tinatago yung mga valuable things natin. Then we should consider the use of code operated or combination locks, kasi itong lock picking, it is only applicable actually sa mga keyhole or key mechanical or key operated locks. Okay, hindi mo yan magagamit itong lock picking sa mga code operated locks or mga combination locks and others. So yan po yung tinutukoy natin dito sa lock picking. So next slide, we have here some types of pick locks. So number 1 na po dyan yung tension wrench. So actually tension wrench, hindi ito mismo yung ginagamit natin para i-pick yung lock. So it is somewhat an additional tool, okay? An additional tool na ginagamit ng mga lock pickers natin para ma-rotate, okay? Or para ma-pick yung mga locks natin. So ano ba yun? So you cannot open the locks solely or alone through the use of tension wrench. May kasama at may kasama yan. So tension wrench, as you can see in the picture, parang may hook siya. So it could be a single hook type of tension wrench. Meron din yung double-ended hook tension wrench, as you can see in the picture. So tinatawag din yan na torque wrench. Okay? So actually ito yung ginagamit nila ng mga lock pickers natin para lang ma-rotate. Okay? Parang panghawak nila, pang-hold nila habang ginagalaw nila yung mga mga pins doon sa loob ng bolt ng lock natin. Yan ay parang ginagamit nila to hold, okay, yung bolt, and then at a certain time sinasabay nilang ginagamitan ng mga ball picks and other types of picks para yon. Pag na-align nila yung mga nandun sa loob, na-align nila yung mga, especially if yan is a pin tumbler locks, na-align nila yung mga pins dun sa loob ng bolt ng locks natin, then that's the time they can rotate, or they can rotate the keyhole or the bolt using the tension wrench. Okay, yan yung ginagamit nila just to rotate. Okay, rotate the locking bolt, okay, ng ating locks after such time na na-align nila yung mga pins doon sa loob ng pin tumbler lock. So not only in pin tumbler lock, kasi meron din sa disc, kung nakuha nila yung arrangement ng disc sa loob, then they can rotate using the tension wrench. So take note of the keyword also there, it is L shape usually. So yan po yung tinatawag natin na tension wrench. So we have here the second one, the so-called feather touch wrench. So it is somewhat, yung purpose niya, it is different. I mean, it is similar on the first one, that the so-called tension wrench. So pagkaparehas lang po yung purpose nila, yun nga lang yung itsura. Yung itsura yung magkaiba. So parehas na L-shape sila, yun nga lang, mapapansin nyo sa picture, hindi po parang sa tension na it is a solid. Okay, solid in a way na flat na flat. Dito parang may hook siya, or parang circular. Okay, shape yung ano niya, dulo niya. Okay, parang wire yung nagamit dito. Doon sa tension wrench kasi hindi wire yung nagagamit doon. Dito sa feather touch wrench, parang wire yung itsura niya na coil. Okay, coiled or bended, and then L-shape siya. Yan din parehas yung purpose niya sa tension wrench. Ginagamit din in order to rotate the locking bolt ng locks natin after such time na na-align natin yung mga pins using the other picks. Okay? Other types of picks. So yan yung tension wrench and then feather touch wrench. Okay, so they cannot open. Take note, tension wrench and then feather touch wrench, they cannot open solely or alone the locks without the aid of the other types of picks or other picks na ito na meron tayo. So meron tayo dito naman yung ball pick. So dito, ito naman yung ginagamit natin. By the way, yung itsura na yan, natawag na ball pick lock yan kasi meron yung sa dulo niya, it is circular shape. Okay? Yun nga lang, hindi wire or hindi coiled. Okay? Circular as in. So, circular as you can see in the picture, circular yung dulo niya na parang bola. So, tinawag niyan na ball. Kaya tinawag yan na ball pick. So, ang purpose po niyan, yan po yung ginagamit to pick or to align. Especially if that is a pin tumbler lock, ginagamit natin yan para kalikutin or galawin yung loob ng bolt ng lock natin para i-align yung mga pins niya doon sa loob, and then yan yan ay until such time na ma-align natin. Okay, basta yan ginagamit natin to align the pins doon sa loob ng bolt ng locks natin, and then yan with the aid of the feather touch wrench or the tension wrench, yun yung iikot naman. Siya yung mag-iikot doon sa bolt natin, okay, to release the lock. Okay, habang habang kinakalikot ng ball pick natin. So next one, we have here the so-called half diamond pick. So sa half diamond pick naman, parehas lang din yung purpose niyan sa sa ball pick. Parang lang yan. Ang pagkakaiba lang nila is yung itsura nung may dulo nila. Okay, yung may dulo. Sa may dulo kasi ng half diamond pick, kung makikita niyo, half diamond yung shape niya. Okay? Unlike dun sa ball pick, circular or parang bola yung itsura. Dito sa half diamond pick, half diamond yung itsura ng dulo niya, kaya natawag na half diamond. So common din ito, ginagamit para sa pagkalikot doon sa loob ng bolt natin. Okay, so kasama pa rin diyan yung yung tension wrench natin. So yung tension wrench, habang hawak-hawak niya yung bolt natin, habang hino-hold niya, kinakalikot naman ng half diamond pick. So yun, until such time ma-align or in place natin yung mga disc na nandun sa loob ng lock, or mga pins na nandun, or mga mga wafer na nandun sa loob, then that's the time we can rotate using the feather touch wrench or the so-called tension wrench. So just take note of the half diamond peak, yung itsura na parang half diamond yung may dulo niya, as you can see in our picture. And then the next one, hook peak, parehas lang din yung purpose. Okay, parehas din yung purpose niyan or gamit niya. However, ang pagkakaiba lang niyan sa mga half diamond peak and then ball peak is that yung hook peak, hook naman yung itsura. Okay, hook-like yung itsura niya. So, pang ano din yan, parang panghila. Okay? So, parehas din yung purpose niyan, para kalikutin yung mga pins na nandun sa loob or mga disc na nasa loob ng bolt ng lock natin. Okay? And then next one, we have here the rake peak. As you can see in the picture naman, unlike dun sa walang certain or walang specific na size, walang specific na shape. So, yun, parang dito sa rake, kaya tinawag na rake kasi parang zigzag siya. Okay? So, zigzag, it is composed of different bitings. Parang 4 bitings yung meron siya. Okay? Or meron yung iba, 5 bitings as you can see in the picture. So, that is the one that, yan yung pinaka-easiest or yan yung pinaka-ideal na gamitin ng beginners. Kasi ang gagawin lang yan, i-rake na lang yan, parang in and out. Okay? In and out dun sa bolt ng lock natin, and then automatic na arrange, nagagalaw na niya agad yung mga pins dun sa loob. Okay, so unlike dun sa hook peak na kailangan mong pakiramdaman, sa mga half diamond peak kailangan mo talagang pakiramdaman mo yung mga nandun sa loob. Unlike sa rake peak, in out lang usually yung gagawin mo, and then automatic na yan ay ma-arrange mo, hindi mo kailangang pakiramdaman. Parang yan yung sa rake peak. So nasabi dyan, it is commonly used by beginners. So yan yung rake peak na meron tayo. And then Slagel peak, kinuha naman yung pangalan kay James Slagel, na kung saan he is the leading security technician of the IBM, okay, or the certain organization in United States. So yung Slagel peak naman na yan is commonly used for opening electronic lock. So medyo hindi tayo nakahanap ng picture nito kasi it is somewhat sabihin natin censored or hindi basta-bastang pinapakita ito, kasi that is kasi electronic locks yung common na ginagamit nowadays. So hindi yan basta-basta pinapakita para maiwasan na magkaroon na or yung mga tao aware yung mga tao on how to deal with these electronic locks. Din wala na anong mangyari sa mga electronic locks natin. Marami nang access or marami ng mga taong kakayaning i-access yung mga electronic locks without proper authorization. So yan po yung tinutukoy natin na Slagel peak. Just take note of that. It is commonly used in opening electronic locks. So that is under Slagel peak. And so next one, we have here the so-called Decoder Peak. So as you can see in the picture, meron po tayo dyan. Yan ay makikita nyo merong mga digits, mga number, and then mga measurements yung Decoder Peak natin. So isa rin ito sa mas madaling gamitin, wherein i-insert lang yung may dulo niya, okay, yung may dulo ng Decoder Peak natin, and then adjustable, okay, ina-adjust mo, hindi mo kailangang ihanap-hanap na parang ginagawa dun sa mga dun sa ballpoint, dun sa ball peak or dun sa half diamond peak na kailangan ihanap-hanap mo or manually na pinapakiramdaman mo. Dito sa Decoder Peak, you are just going to adjust. Okay, meron dyan adjustable ito habang naka-insert yan sa loob ng bolt natin or ng lock ng bolt natin, or bolt ng lock natin. Naka-insert yan, and then ina-adjust mo lang yan. Yung handle, adjustment handle, yun nilalagay mo, and then automatic nang kinakalikot yung loob, okay, ng bolt ng lock natin. So yan yung tinatawag natin na Decoder Peak. So next one, we have here the bump keys. So simply, as you can see in the picture, parang mga keys din yung itsura na may mga bitings, different bitings. Yun nga lang, in order to use this, kailangan mong ginagamitan yan. It's either hammer, okay, or anything na pwede mong pang pukpok or pamukpok or pang pressure, to put pressure dun sa lock. So way na panggagamitin mo dyan, or method ng paggamit niyan is you are going to insert that bump key dun sa may lock, okay, and then you are going to put pressure using hammer, okay, and then yung pressure na yun, yung impact that will adjust, okay, that will serve as an impact to adjust or to align those pins na nandun sa loob ng ating locks, okay, or dun sa bolt ng ating mga locks. So yan yung tinutukoy natin na bump keys. Kaya bump keys kasi nga yun, kailangan mong pukpukin ng material, okay, in order to put pressure or force dun sa lock natin. So next one, we have here the so-called warded peak. So simply as you can see in the picture, ganyan po yung itsura. So sa may dulo niya, different sizes or different shapes yung meron dyan. Kasi yan nga, purposely, that is to open warded locks. Okay? Warded peaks are purposely for warded locks. So yung hugis niya parang keys ng keys ng mga warded key. Okay? Or mga susi para sa mga warded locks, yung itsura ng warded peaks, yung dulo niya. Okay, so yan, take note, that is also known as skeleton key. So yan, just take note of that. It is commonly used to open also, to pick warded locks. So yan lamang po yung natin, nakikita dito sa warded peak. And then next one, we have the peak guns. So ito na yung pinaka modern technology under lock picking, wherein ang kailangan mo lang gawin dyan is to insert, okay, insert that point, yung point ng ating peak guns, and then automatic na yan na kakalabitin mo lang yan yung trigger niya for several times, then it will let the lock open automatically. So yan yung peak locks na sinasabi natin. So makikita nyo yan sa different movies also, makikita nyo sa mga movies, okay, otherwise tinatawag din yan na mga snap gun. So yan po yung tinutukoy natin na peak gun. So actually hindi po yan kailangan ng skill ng isang lock picker. Ang kailangan mo lang gawin dyan, yung trigger, or pisilin yung trigger, automatic po yan na bubuksan niya yung lockpick natin. So that is also can be used by a beginner in lock picking. So that is all about the different types of pick locks na meron tayo. So I do hope na yung mga natutunan nyo dito sa mga types of pick locks na ito, yung kung paano gamitin, okay? So you can honestly, you can watch this. You can watch the description of these things. Merong mga tutorial sa YouTube kung paano ninyo gamitin ang mga to, paano gumawa ng mga gantong pick locks. So yun nga lang, please avoid to use it in illegal acts. Wag ninyong gagamitin ito or i-apply sa mga illegal na gawain para pag nakawan yung mga kapitbahay ninyo, para pag nakawan yung mga kakilala ninyo. So wag naman. So that is all about the several or the different types of pick locks. Now, let us try to compare master keying system with Mason keying system. So, ano nga bang pagkakaiba ng dalawang ito? So, simply sa master keying system, the use of a single key to open a series of locks. So, it is usually used in big installations. So, sa mga malalaking areas, karaniwang ginagamit ito or advisable na gamitin itong mga to para hindi masyadong marami yung mga ini-store natin na mga keys or hindi tayo nalilito sa mga bawat keys na meron tayo kung hindi master keying system yung gagamitin natin. So yun nga lang, it is not advisable na gamitin sa mga small establishments. Hindi po pwede or hindi advisable ang master keying system na gamitin. So it is advisable only on bigger installations. On the other hand, meron po tayo yung Mason keying system. So dito naman sa Mason keying system, simply it is a single or a group of individual keys that can open single or unique locks also. So isang susi, kaya niyang i-open yung isang susi. Yun nga lang naka-group or we are going to group it or we are going to store it as a group. So yan po yung Mason keying system. So individual key can open a single lock. Okay? One key, one lock. So parang ganyan yung sa Mason keying system. So yan po yung pagkakaiba ng master keying system with Mason keying system. Now let us proceed to the so-called protective cabinet. So it is considered the final line of defense po natin, the protective cabinets na meron tayo. So dito po natin ini-store usually yung mga valuable things natin. So ano ba yung mga klase niyan? So meron tayo dito the 3 common types of security cabinet. Number 1 na po dyan yung safe. So as you can see in the picture, it is usually like that. So yan ay ginagamit sa mga residential, sa mga mansion ninyo, sa mga bahay ninyo that can be placed inside your houses, okay, inside your places. So yun, as to the description na meron tayo dyan, ang safe, it is considered to be as a metallic container. It is made up of a metallic container. So we commonly use that to store our documents, vital documents, mga pera, mga cash, and others. So ano ba yung mga other standards niyan? So it should be, or it must weigh at least 750 pounds. So mga ilang kilo po yan? Halos ano na po yan, mga 300 kilos. Or if I'm not mistaken, aabot po yan ng mga 300 kilos. Okay, estimated. Aabot po yan ng 300 kilos. And then we have here, should be anchored to a building structure, and its body should be at least 1 inch thick steel. So paki-take note po yan, at least 1 inch yung kapal ng walls niya or yung mga sides niya. So yan po yung ating safe. Okay, yan po ang tinatawag natin na safe. So take note of the pounds or the weight. So para hindi madaling mabuhat or makuha ng mga magnanakaw or ng mga robbers. And take note also dyan sa safe natin, it should be or it should not be key operated lock. Okay, it is advisable for us to use combination locks or not, if not code operated locks, and any other electrical or any other type of locks na hindi madaling matalo or ma-pick. Okay, especially yung mga key operated locks, hindi po advisable yan. So now we have here the so-called vaults. Dito naman sa vault, same purpose din yan gaya ng sa safe. So dyan natin nilalagay usually yung mga cash, mga vital documents natin. And then ito naman common sa mga bangko, hindi sa mga residential or sa mga houses natin or at home. Dito sa vault, common ito sa mga bangko. And then ano ba yung pagkakagawa niyan? So it should be constructed as a fire and burglar resistance. So yun, paano natin nasabi na burglar resistance or paano natin magagawa yan as fire and burglar resistance? So it should be at least yung door niya, I should say, at least 6 inches yung kakapal niya, yung pintuan. And then it should be, take note, hindi po sana key-operated lock yan kasi walang silbi yan. Madaling matalo or ma-pick yung mga key-operated lock na mga yan. Mas maganda code-operated lock and then other combination locks, pwede din. And then dyan, take note nyo din, 6 inches yung kapal ng pintuan. In comparison dun sa mga walls naman ng ating vault, okay, at least, anong sabi dyan? It should be 12 inches. Okay, at least 12 inches yung kakapal naman ng ating vault. Or I mean ng walls ng ating vault. That is also to avoid yung mga intruders na umaatake galing sa underground. Okay, yung mga gumagamit ng mga paghuhukay, okay, sa mga underground areas, then yun, papasukin, alamin yung location ng vault ng ating installation or ng ating area, then yun yung huhukayan nila until such time makarating sila doon. So at least kapag yung mga floors natin, mga ceilings natin, or mga walls, at least kapag yan ay 12 inches thick, then at least hindi yan madaling masira or hindi yan madaling mapasok ng ating mga intruders. So that is under vault. And then we have here the next one, the so-called file room. So it is common naman sa mga offices, mga business establishments, not only business establishments, mga schools, any other offices na kinakailangan ng record keeping. Kasi dito sa file room, usually na nilalagay dyan mga vital documents also, mga records, especially sa mga eskwelahan, dapat merong mga ganito. So it is a cubicle in a building constructed with a little lighter than the vault. So mas magaan siya. And then yun nga lang, it is bigger in size. So it can accommodate limited people to work on the records inside, as you can observe dyan sa may pintuan, sa may picture natin. Makikita nyo, well used or well use, sabihin natin, in a way na hindi na sayang yung mga spaces. So, lahat parang na-maximize yung space. So, makikita nyo dyan, limited lang yung mga tao na pwedeng magtrabaho dyan. Okay? So, consider din ninyo kung sino lang yung authorized person, sila lang yung pwedeng pumasok dyan sa file room na yan. And then, ano pa yung sabi? The file room should at most be 12 feet high and it must have a watertight door and at least fireproof for 1 hour. So, take note, at least fireproof for 1 hour. And then na-mention din katulad dyan sa vault, as we have said, in comparison sa vault, at least 6 hours fire resistant naman yung vault natin. Dito sa file room, at least 1 hour fireproof or fire resistant. So yun, 12 feet high naman yung the file room. Okay, the height, okay, 12 feet high and it must have a watertight door. So, yun, take note mga documents. So, documents usually are made up of papers. So, yun, kapag pinasok yan ng tubig, then masisira yung mga vital documents natin. So, it's very important that we should construct it in a way na watertight, hindi napapasok ng mga tubig. So, that is under the 3 types of security cabinet. So now let us proceed on the next element, or the one that is considered also as one of the elements of physical security. So nandito na po tayo sa video surveillance. So ano nga ba yung video surveillance? So common na po dito yung CCTV camera. So it is very common nowadays yung paggamit ng mga to. So ano nga ba yung CCTV camera na tinutukoy natin? It is considered to be, or it is termed as closed circuit television. So, yan yung pinaka-common ng ginagamit sa mga establishment nowadays. So, without video surveillance, masasabi natin na parang hindi kompleto yung ating alarm system, or hindi kompleto yung ating security system. Okay? So, in order for us to complete or to keep our establishment, especially if it is a business establishment na kailangan ng ating kailangan na ma-secure para iwas sa mga lugi. So yun, in order for us to monitor the activities, whether the activities na ginagawa ng mga outsiders, ng mga clients natin, but also the activities that are being made by our employees. Kasi hindi natin kalaban dyan, or hindi lang kalaban natin dyan is mga outsiders. Meron din tayo dito, kino-consider natin yung personnel security, wherein we are going to make sure na yung mga empleyado natin ginagawa yung trabaho natin, hindi sinasabotahe, trabaho nila, hindi sinasabotahe yung mga yung ating establishment. So yan, kinakailangan natin ng video surveillance. As much as possible yan ay, sabi din dyan, it should be maintained 24 hours. Okay? 24/7. Kasi at any time pwedeng mangyari ang mga hindi natin inaasahan, okay? Or mga illegal acts pwedeng mangyari anytime. So it should be 24/7 video surveillance also. So with that, meron din tayong example dyan. Useless din yung mga alarm systems natin. Paano? Kasi sabi natin sa alarm system, yung alarm system natin, it does not tell us kung saan nanggagaling yun, or kung saan yung intruder. So we cannot see where is the exact location of the intruder using the alarm system only. So, nag-switch yung alarm system natin. Yun nga lang, paano natin ma-determine? Saan kaya yun? Saan kaya siya? Saan kaya pumasok yung taong yun? So, hindi natin alam. So, with the aid of video surveillance, then we can determine the location of the intruder. So, that is also, or video surveillance is also a help or a backup in our alarm system. So, with that, useless din ang alarm system. Useless ang video surveillance kung wala tayong nakamonitor doon na personnel. So, it is very important also in video surveillance na meron tayong mga nakamonitor na mga personnel doon. So, walang kwenta yan. Kahit na mamonitor yan ng ating surveillance, ng camera natin, pero walang nakatokang mga personnel, sinong magre-responde? Sinong mag-a-alert sa mga kasamaan natin? So, yan yun yung gusto kong i-point out, or gusto nating i-point out dyan sa video surveillance. So, it's very important na meron ding nakamonitor na personnel to check and to inform, to alert the other personnel. So that is what we are pertaining to under video surveillance. So take note of that. That is one of the element of physical security. So kaya nasabi na element kasi it is necessary. So hindi yan pwedeng mawala. Hindi kompleto ang physical security, or parang hindi kompleto ang physical security system if we don't have video surveillance. So that's it under video surveillance. And the next one we have here, access control. So ano ba yung mga access control na ito? So access control methods are used to monitor and control traffic through specific access points and areas of the secured facility. So not only monitor actually the traffic, okay, but also to monitor those persons who are entering our installation. So that is under access control. So ano yung mga procedures na ginagawa natin dito? So now let us proceed on the 3 types of access control systems. So meron po tayo dito mechanical, and then the second one electronic, and then lastly the identification systems and access policies. So first one, let us talk about the so-called mechanical access control systems. So under here, by the word mechanical, it is activated mechanically or through manually. Okay, so dito meron tayo an example, the use of turnstiles, gates, doors, and locks. Okay, so under here, yung turnstiles po na tinatawag natin na yan is, as you can see in the picture, parang ganyan po yan na ini-install doon sa may bandang pasukan mismo ng establishment. So yan yung umiikot. Okay, kapag papasok ka, kailangan mong paikutin yan para makapunta ka doon sa inside part. Okay, and then paglalabas ka naman, ganun din. Okay, paikutin mo yan para makalabas ka. Yun yung tinutukoy natin na turnstile. So yan, that is to observe more or to determine more kung sino yung mga pumapasok, or para ma-monitor natin more yung mga pumapasok doon sa ating establishments. So dyan yung tinutukoy natin, or those are only some of the mechanical access control systems na ginagamit natin aside from the use of locks. So dito naman, simple lang naman dito sa electronic access control systems. So by the word itself, electronics, so these are the things, or these things employs the use of electricity. So nandyan na po yan yung electric operated lock or electrical operated locks natin. Okay, or mga code operated locks natin or card operated locks natin. So those are usually activated through the use of power, okay, or electrical supply. So yan po yung nandyan sa electronic access control system. And some also of the turnstiles, they are operated or dun sa mga pasukan, meron yung mga doors or mga scanner natin. Okay, mga scanner sa mga establishment. Tinitignan nila kung pag dumaan ka doon, okay? Pag dumaan ka doon sa parang may pintuan na yun, door shape like na yun na ginagamit nila doon sa entrance mismo, especially in mga super malls, nade-detect nun mga metals or any deadly weapon na pwedeng makasakit, okay, or pwedeng magamit in the commission of a crime. So yun yung tinutukoy natin sa electronic access control system. Any electronic or electrical powered control systems na meron tayo na in-employ are classified under the so-called electronic access control systems. So yan yung pagkakaiba niya sa mechanical access control systems. And then we have here the next one, identification systems and access policies. So simply ito yung mga in-implement natin sa establishment. So yun, no ID, no entry, okay, no ID, no entry policies, okay. Ano pa? If you are not an authorized person to enter that area, then you cannot enter. So meron dyan nakalagay authorized persons only, okay, sila lang yung pwedeng papasok doon, or mga signage na nakalagay no entry for cars, okay, mga ganon, parking for motorcycles only, and others, any other, okay, or sabihin natin bawal pumasok ang mga trucks, mga ganong mga policies ng ating mga establishment. So any other policies that can limit, okay, yung mga pagpasok ng mga tao dun sa loob ng ating area of installation or area of responsibility. So under identification system and access policies, nandyan po magsaserve po na backup dyan yung mga electronic and then mechanical access control system natin. So it supports, or those are the ones that supports our identification system and access policies. So kasi doon ginagamitan ng physical passes or physical devices. So dito sa identification systems, just take note of it. These are the policies that are being implemented in the control of access. Okay? In the control or in controlling those people who are entering our installation. So that is all about the three types of access control systems. And now, that is also the end of our chapter 2, physical security. So thank you for watching this video, and please do prepare for a quiz regarding this video on our next sessions.